Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Lord of the Rings set 9474 Battle at Helm's Gate. So let's get into the review. Okay, for the first part of the review, I will show the instructions. So you get 4 numbered instructions for each of the sections. The first section is the main part, which in the first book shows all the bags and what each bag will happen. Shows the start of the fig. Now the end of it has a little bit of promo for some other sets, which damn, those Lord of the Rings sets look so good. And a little back for some more advertisement. The second booklet has the actual side parts, and at the back there is some more advertisement for these other sets. And it says, each set shows that you have to flip to the next booklet. The third set is the main tower. It shows the building, and on the back, nothing that special, but they actually have advertisement for the Hobbit and Uninspected Journey. I don't know if this is for the LEGO Hobbit game or the actual movie. I'm guessing the game though, because it does show LEGO there. And last one builds the extra part, and it has the most advertisement. So first of all, it shows all the pieces that do come in the set. It also has this very cool thing, which is in, I think it's all of the LEGO Lord of the Rings sets have this, but it shows all the figures and what set they do come in, which is very cool. Obviously you see some from this set. Then you got advertisement for this set and the Urae army set, showing how they can combine. And you got advertisement for the LEGO Lord of the Rings video game. And you got the wind kit on the back, obviously, as they did back in the day. This LEGO build is humongous, so it's not fully on the screen, as the little part of the bridge isn't. But this set is like modular-esque, so you can take parts of it off and move it around. So you got like the steps, you got the ladder, of course. Come up here, you got this part here. Actually, you got to take off this brick here first. Then this comes off too. You got to take off, I think it's this brick. Yep. Take off that brick. Yeah, it's all connected by pin joints and another brick. These extra parts here can also come off. You take off the top brick. That comes off like that. Take off this side's brick. And it just comes off like that. And this back part is already disconnected with the bridge. That's how it connects. But for the actual review, I'll be looking at each of the parts singular, so it's easier to review on the camera. The first section we'll be reviewing is the main actual gate. So first of all, there's nothing that much with the steps. These can all like separate, but hidden underneath the steps is actually a skull head, which is very cool. Showing that someone might have passed away down there. But right here is like a little thing here, which can be used as an orc thrower. So you just chuck in an Urae, and you just fly them across, which is pretty cool. It doesn't work fully because you're supposed to get them to fly from there to like the gate, but very hard to actually get them to land on there. Try one more time. That was close enough. But let's actually review the main build. There's a door at the side, which it can open up. It's a bit stiff because this is all used LEGO. There's the main doors, which do open up as well. They open inwards like that, and can be shut. But I love the technique on this castle build because they use like these these pieces here, so you can show like someone peeking through. Can't see it too well, but you can have a figure peeking through. Also use with these masonry bricks and all of these side parts, which is sick. They do chuck in a couple of sand green parts, which is very cool, so it's a bit older. Up top, we got a catapult. You just put one of these 1x1 cylinders in, put it there, and you just fling it. Oh, that wasn't that good, but you just put it in there and you fling it. And that's shown to have a character using it to throw it at the Urae. But because we got the fig here, we'll showcase what this actual part here does. You can flip these back, and you can actually put a figure right there, as if they are shooting arrows through this little top of the gate. Very cool. And you got a flag representing the banner or the colors of, I'm guessing it's the elves or it's the Rohan soldiers probably. But yeah, that's really it for this. There's a couple like underpass, but they don't really have anything in there. Would have been cool to have like a little Easter egg under there, like the skull, but it's fine. Obviously you got the technic pins to connect it to the other parts of the build. You do have a flame up here, which all of these flames, there's multiple around the whole set, can be taken off and given to a minifig, and they can use it as a torch walking around, which is very nice. So that is it for the first section. The next two sections, I'll cover these ones at once because they're very similar, if not the exact same build, just mirrored. But basically, there's nothing too special. There's underground, which they have like, I guess you could put a figure under there. Maybe Gimly, because the orc doesn't fit. But again, you can have people like figures looking through to see all the Urae out there. Or you can have figures on the top, right there, shooting down, which I like. But a thing that was included that goes along with these builds is this ladder type piece. It is missing one of these 1x3s, which sucks that I don't have it, and I was trying to find one for the review, but I couldn't find one, so I'm sorry about that. But it is just a standard black ladder with these little spike parts, so it can hook on to like this, so you can show like Urae walking up the thing, attacking all the elves. And this could be used on both sides, and like any which way. And it could also be used in some of the other parts of the actual build. But there's a lot of good rock work on the bottom of this build, and also some good castle work, as I was talking about with the masonry bricks, all shown all throughout the build. But there's nothing too special with these sections, but they are still cool to make the overall castle look more menacing. This next section is the tallest out of all of them, which is very cool. But they have these sticker elements showing like brick detailing. They have 4 of them. They also have these, which are horns, which are shown here. So basically, for the play feature, you get a figure, you climb them up. They show Gimly because it's the right size for the actual horn up the top. You just get Gimly, place him in here, and he is blowing the horn, which the horn goes through here, which is very cool. There they got 2. You got another door down here, which are going to be tough to open. But there is a door there that can fit figures through. I don't think the door is like, it's not the biggest door. There also is a little part there for people to peek out. Same with the top parts up top. And on this side, there's another little room, which kind of sucks because it's just a bland room. Like there's nothing in there. But on this side, there is this little crate, which try to pull out. Wish the crate did have something in it, like some accessory would have been nice. But they just chose to include nothing, which was little bit sad. But yeah, that is really it for this build. This next build is the smallest build out of all of them, but honestly, it could be my favorite. They got these water, which is very cool, but what this build actually does, it actually has a cool play feature, which I'll show you after I look around the build first. So you obviously see some mechanisms for the play feature, but you also got another torch up the top and spot for archers to go. You could also put the ladder here as well, which it's not the best spot for it because it's a bit too tall for this part, but you could still use it there. But basically, what this part is for is you get your Berserker Urae, and you get them to throw this bomb right there, and put the bomb there, and use this to. It's not the best feature, I'm not gonna lie, because it's a bit old. If it's a new set, it'll probably be new parts, but these parts are a bit used, so let's try it out. Basically, you just put the bomb there and you push this down. Yep, it's not going to work, but basically what the feature is it pops off all these builds here. Pops off all these builds here, which I wish I could do this, but it doesn't let me. Maybe it might work without the actual top part and just this. Kind of work. Everything disconnected, but it didn't really fly. But yeah, that sucks because these parts are more like not loose, but like it's more connected and all that. But yeah, that's really it for this part. It's the best. It's the most play feature as for the actual build, and this would have been my favorite if it worked properly. This is the last part of the build, which is a standalone build. Actually, it's not actually physically connected to them. It can connect by this ladder, which holds up, and this part just sits on the studs. But it can connect like that. But it's mainly the standalone build. It's got a torch up here, like some other parts. Another one of these benders, and you flip it around. You can see all these windows and arch pieces. You can also see the row hand banner, which is a sticker. It's a very cool sticker. You also got a little rat, little spots here for spears and swords. You got a sticker here too for the chair print. And in the middle, you got a little chicken piece for the dinner. Plus, you got a couple cups or glasses. And you got some stools, which there is a piece missing right there. But basically, what this is a stool. So you get your figures, you sit them down there, they eat after the long battle. Also up the top, you can add more figures for archers or just people talking, captains. But you can actually move the banner. You can actually use this as a walkway to get through each of the buildings. The first figure and animal that we are going to look at is King Theoden and his horse. So if you take him off the horse, you obviously have a random horse, which is very cool. The head does move up and down. It's a bit stiff because it is pretty used, but you can use it can move up and down. You can also take off his sword and clip it to the extra parts on the horse, this little saddle, which is very cool. If you don't want King Theoden on the horse, you just want it to be a normal horse, they include this 1x2 brick and 1x2 plate, which can go in there. Hopefully it can go in there to make it actually look like a normal horse, which is very cool. I love that feature. They include that with most of the time with all the horses that have saddles. But let's get into the main King Theoden figure, which honestly I think this is my favorite in the set, and it's the most expensive in the set too. He comes with this cool sword, so you can fight all the Urae, and this cool shield, which isn't exclusive. It does come on another figure in the Urae army set. But yeah, has this cool design, which is very nice. But let's take off the weapons and get into the actual fig. The main figure has this cool helmet with details all around the head print, the helmet print, even down to like little nose part. And it's got this extra thing up here. Very nice helmet. The actual face is very sick. It does remind me of Boromir, but it's still a cool face to show King Theoden. There's his other face print, which is very nice. This is what it looks like with his helmet on. The worst thing about this figure is probably the actual helmet kind of blocking like his eyes there. Like it's harder to see his face print, but it makes sense. He also has this cool armor plate, which is very nice. The worst part about this, I think it's just me, but these things make them look a bit bigger or fatter. But I do love them still because it gives the extra detailing and extra like padding to the fig. But the back doesn't have any printing. I don't know if in the movie there's detail on the back. If there is, I do wish they could print on the back, but if there isn't in the movies, obviously that's fine. But if you take that off and you just put the head print back on, you can see his cool torso, which is actually a normal torso. So after the fight, you can take his arm off, and I wish they included a hairpiece, but they can take his arm off and he can sit at the dining table or dining room and have dinner. And on the back, got some more little printing, and more gold showing his like his under armor, which is very cool. No side printing on arms, legs, or feet printing, because back in the day they didn't really do that much. But on the legs, they do have this nice like shiny gold. They also had that for the helmet, the shiny gold. This one actually has shiny silver, but it's very cool leg printing. On to the next figure, which is Helholdo. I don't know the exact pronunciation, but it is a it's the main elf in the movie, or besides Legolas. But this is the other exclusive figure to this set, and it's another expensive one. Which it does come with this cool bow that they used back then. They don't use this bow like that much now, but they did use it back then, which I think I actually prefer this to the newer one. But the actual figure, if we just put him down, put the arms down, looks absolutely amazing. He's got all this like shiny gold and silver metallic parts. He's got the gold arms. He's got the reddish brown actually torso. Reddish, just red, dark red torso. But yeah, very cool fig. Got all the armor, got belt there, and he has this face print here with, I think this is just normal Legolas's head print, which is fine because it actually does match with the elves' ear, which is awesome. But if you take that off, you flip it around, got this other face print, which is also sick. And I think this face print matches very good. I think all the Lord of the Rings face prints from the Lord of the Rings theme matches. He does come with this red cape, but if we take the red cape off, you can look at the back printing, which is very cool. It's got the stitching, more of the belt, and more of the feather-looking parts up the top. But yeah, very cool fig. The next figure we have is actually Aragon, which is like the main character. But he does come with this sword to fight the war, and he also has this brown robe or thing that you can show it's going through the legs. Also shows the grey undershirt going down there, and also the belt. The belt and the necklace that he got from the elf lady, I forgot her name, but he did get that from the elf lady. They are both metallic and shiny. The back torso is nothing special, just a couple lines showing the robe. And his first face print is a more stern look, just normal look. It comes with this cool hairpiece. And the other face print is a more angry look. One thing about this figure, which I do kind of think sucks, is the hairpiece. I wish it was maybe a bit longer, because in the actual movie, his hairpiece actually goes down a bit further past his robe. One that they could have used is like the new mullet hairpiece. It wasn't out then, but it is out now, and it would be a good upgrade for the figure. The next figure in the set is actually Gimly. He does come with 2 axes, like this tall one and a smaller one, but the set, when I bought it, didn't actually come with that axe. But this axe is very cool. I do think it's pretty huge for the actual Gimli figure, but it is a cool axe. But the actual Gimli figure has so much detail, but most of it is being covered up by his beard. First up, he comes with this helmet with all these bronze detailing, which is very cool. They do have a little bit shine to it. Actually, I've been seeing a trend with all the figures that they have a little shine part. The beard kind of does look a little bit goofy without the actual helmet on, but that's how it looks. If you take this off, this beard piece is one of my favorite like extra beard pieces. But if you take the beard and the helmet off, you can actually see Gimli by himself. So his Gimli has like a little reddish robe with the extra straps there and a belt, which also shines. Face print isn't anything too special. It kind of looks odd when you have Gimli with the helmet, which what I used to do for like a young version of Gimli back when the Lord of the Rings sets come out. But I do kind of wish that Gimli had a little beard printed onto it. I know it doesn't make sense, but just a little bit of beard because it looks odd. But yeah, you got a normal face there and a more angry one because he's angry a lot. And on the back, he has a little strap there with little bags, I think, to carry some accessories. This next figure is a Berserker or Urae. But the figure does come with this accessory. It's holding up. But yeah, he usually does that because the arms are very loose. As it's a used copy. But he does have this torch type of fire here, which is very cool. But we'll take it out there so we don't have his arms swinging back and forth. But this orc Urae is very cool. The one thing I don't like about him is it's just a little bit bland. Like nowadays we might get like arm printing showing more of this on his arm, or like some more leg printing or something. Like it's just a bit bland, I think. But you do get the little handprints with the paint, and in the back you got some back print with a little bit of dirt and all that. And this helmet, head helmet piece is very cool. It shows his mouth and his aggression, and also has like a gunmetal grey printed on, showing it that it's actually a helmet. But it's not like one of these helmets. It's actually one that's melted onto his face, which you can put one of these helmets on it. It looks a little bit goofy, but you can do that. But yeah, this figure is, I'm pretty sure this one is exclusive to the set. It is a cool fig. It's just a bit bland in some areas. The next 3 figures in the set are all Urae. They are basically the same, just mixing up a bit of the armors and weapons. So we'll look at the first one here. He has this cool sword, which is a little bit bent, you might be able to tell. But it's a very cool sword that they use for a lot of the Urae. He comes with this amazing new mold that they used back in the day for the Urae and orcs. But his face print is more of the red instead of like a brown tan one for the Urae. And also show his face print, face like handprint. Also has yellow eyes and like yellowish teeth, showing his aggression. In the back, which is also awesome because you can make all the Urae look different with like totally different face print. It has like has more dirt on the face, and I don't know if this is mud. I think it's mud, but he's more aggressive in this one. Actually, he's more aggressive in the first one. But yeah, and if you just take off the head, you can see the torso with just a little bit of the leather type of suit that they had. Nothing too special, more like shiny parts. But it is a cool figure. It got leg printing, which is very nice. A couple buckles, little straps and all that. but it is a very nice figure, and getting multiple of these in the set, don't have a problem with, because you can grow your army. Next one is the exact same, but just has this cool shield, which is a very nice piece. This piece is like another, like the molds that they made for the Lord of the Rings wave back in the day were just amazing. But that's basically the same. It's got the same sword, just has the shield. This next one actually is without the actual main breastplate, and it also comes with this spear that was used back in the day, which is humongous. It's like 2 times the size of the actual Lego figure. Also comes with a thing here. The arms are a bit loose, so these are wobbling around a bit, but it does come with a shield. But yeah, they are all the same figures, all the same face prints, all that. But I don't mind, because they are all good for army building. That is my full review of the Battle of Helms Deep Lego Lord of the Rings set. I will be making more Lord of the Rings reviews. Probably might be a bit though. I do have the Urae army set, but that is missing 3 of the orcs. So I need to order them in to make that review. And I'll be buying some more Lord of the Rings sets soon, so I can make more reviews. And hopefully those sets are in new condition, so they won't have any missing parts or like miscolored parts, like some of the castle bricks. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. Comment what you like, dislike about the videos to help me improve them. And just leave your feedback. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe for some more shorts, reviews, hauls, and more. Thanks.